My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. I worked there over a decade. I've worked in tax resolution for about 49 years. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the home of the 5-minute video to give you everything you need to deal with your IRS problem. I've worked thousands of cases, and probably the number one question that I am asked is, how do you remove or take care of your IRS tax debt? There's actually 5 different ways to go ahead and to take care of tax debt. There's different verticals even within that. So just let me review them for you. The first is you can file a bankruptcy. You can file a Chapter 7 and wipe out your taxes in bankruptcy. Now there's rules for that. The taxes have got to be 3 years or older. They have to be filed for at least 2 years, and they've got to be in IRS's computer system for 240 days. That's called the 3-2-240 rule. So that's number one. Number two, the statute of limitation can expire. The statute of limitation on IRS taxes is 10 years from the actual day IRS puts your assessment on the computer. Now things extend that statute of limitations. Offers, CDPs, there's a bankruptcy, litigation. There's a number of things that can extend that. So you have to pull an IRS transcript to find out. You can be put in currently non-collectible. How does that happen? IRS goes ahead and takes a financial statement on you, and they determine you can't pay the debt at that time. So there is a procedure called currently non-collectible that they will go ahead and suspend your case and usually bring it out in a couple years just to make sure you're still in the situation, or maybe you can pay the debt. The fourth is the payment agreement. IRS looks at a current financial statement and say, you know, these people can pay some money. Now, one thing you have to understand, IRS judges the hardship, the currently non-collectible, and the offer, about which I'm going to talk next, based on 2 things: liquidity and assets, and the IRS National Standards Program. The National Standard Program is a list of expenses that they allow you to live on. If you live over those expenses, IRS isn't going to go ahead and allow you, and they're going to want a bigger payment. The last thing is the offer and compromise. Everyone wants to settle on the offer and compromise, pennies on a dollar. Well, last year, 21,000 people got lucky enough to get the offer and compromise accepted. But know this, there's a formula for that. You just cannot submit an offer and compromise, and if you owe 100, say, well, what's a good number? You think IRS is going to settle for 20,000? No, that's not how it happens. There's an IRS pre-qualifier tool. And on that pre-qualifier tool, they kind of let you know. You can Google IRS pre-qualifier tool and find out. But understand there's a formula to settle your debt. And the formula is they want all your liquidity. If you have $100,000 in assets that you could sell and come up with 100, they want 100 grand. They're not going to settle for any less. There's this big fallacy out there: IRS is going to settle for less. And the next thing they're going to do is they're going to look at your necessary living expenses, which I was alluding to before. Everyone in your county will have a national standard expense, and IRS will lock you into their standards for housing and utilities, housing and utilities, food and clothing, car payment, and operation costs. Those 4, you're going to go ahead and be locked into one. If you're not familiar with the IRS national standards, don't ever call IRS. Don't submit an offer. Don't ask for a hardship. Don't ask for a payment agreement, because that national standards test is going to change how IRS looks at you. I've had many clients call me and say, oh my God, I called IRS, I got a $2,000 payment, because they didn't understand that IRS is going to limit exactly what you are allowed to spend on a monthly basis. So anyway, if you need any questions answered, you can leave them in the comment section. If this has been helpful to you, just leave me I need subscriptions. YouTube says that's really big. Or give me a like if you want me to talk about something with what I just talked about. Leave it in the comment section. I'll probably make a YouTube. If I hear 2 or more people asking for the same thing, I go ahead and I make a YouTube video. Anyway, thank you. Get me the subscription, the like, and the comment. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.